हरे कृष्ण ये है
गौरव गौरव
गोरा क्यों तुम्हारा वाला
हाँ
क्यों
वो मैंने अनलिमिटेड करवा दिया है जैसे
वो हो गया
उसमें भी
तो डालो जरा तो वो नहीं हो रहा है So, yesterday we started this verse number 9. Pashyesh me anaryam ananta adya. Pashya, please see, just see. I, Brahma, who has acted like unaryan, unwise, uncivilized. And who are you? Ananta. Against you who is unlimited. Adya is like my father, primal. Paramatmani, you are my spiritual master also. You gave me 4 Vedas. Tene Brahma Hriday Adi Kavaye. Twai api with my power of illusion I wanted to bewilder you. Mayam vitatai akshitam atma vaibham, but your bewildering potency has bewildered me. He aham kiyam aichan eva arachi agni. What I am compared to you like a small spark of a fire, and you are the full-fledged fire. Oh my Lord, just see my uncivilized impedance. I test your power. I try to extend my illusory potency to cover you, the unlimited and primal superior super soul, who bewilder even the masters of illusion. Masters of illusion. What am I compared to you? I am just like a small spark in presence of a great fire. Srila Prabhupada's disciples write, a great fire produces many sparks which are insignificant in comparison to the fire. Indeed, if one of the small sparks were to try to burn the original fire, the attempt would be simply ludicrous. Similarly, even the creator of the entire universe, Lord Brahma, is an insignificant spark of potency of God, and therefore Brahma's attempt to bewilder the Supreme Lord was certainly ludicrous. Brahma here addressed Lord Krishna as Ish, which indicates Krishna is not only the supreme master of everyone but is also specifically master of Brahma, who creates the universe directly under the guidance of the Lord, and who indeed is born directly from Lord's own body, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Brahma felt ashamed of his impudent attempt in deluding Lord Krishna, and he was therefore perfectly willing to be punished or forgiven by the Lord according to his decision. If the Lord does not mercifully punish his devotees when they act improperly, their foolishness will simply increase and gradually completely overwhelm their devotional sentiments. Therefore, Lord Krishna kindly disciplines his devotees and maintains them on the progressive path back to home, back to Godhead. Chakravarti Pad writes, Brahma expresses repentance in this verse. Rather than performing devotional activities, Brahma thinks he has simply committed a great offense to Krishna. The word Arya means a wise or a worthy person. Brahma said, O Lord, see my anaryam, my contemptible behavior and foolishness. You may give suitable punishment or forgiveness. Otherwise, person like me will commit further impropriety. Brahma continued, what was my bad conduct? You are my father and the source, Adi, of everything, Yet I offended you when you were enjoying lunch with your friends in the forest. This is my offense. What was my bad conduct? What was my foolishness? One was bad conduct, the second is foolishness. You have innumerable anant powers and you are the soul of souls, Pramatmani, revealing my foolishness. I misuse my position to commit an offense against you. I have shown the ultimate foolishness in the attempting to mystify you who bewilder even the master of illusion. I desire to see your powers by invoking my powers of illusion. But beside you, I am as insignificant as spark emanating from the huge fire. In this verse, Brahma asks forgiveness for his offense, making himself an example of the futility of trying to become Lord, trying to know the Lord. Aryan means being very well behaved. That includes having wisdom. See my foul nature, foolishness, and Aryan. By this, he reveals his nature. As a low bred person, I have committed a foolish act against you, my master, Isha, my father, Adhya. As a fool, I have committed an act against the soul of all, including me, Paramatmani, against the person with unlimited power, Anante. Not knowing all of this, I spread my Maya over you, O master of Maya. Mayini. This makes me the greatest fool. Why? I wanted to see your powers. Previously, it was stated that he wanted to see some other sweet powers of the Lord. This was in 13th chapter. By spreading Maya to see your powers, I am even more gyaan of the rascal. An example is given to show the extent of his low mentality. I am like a spark in a great fire. Or great wretchedness, he says, out of great wretchedness, he says, I wanted to see my own powers by spreading my Maya. Sanatana Goswami Maharaj, Brahma reveals his offensive action. O Lord, Ish, you are my master. Furthermore, you have unlimited powers, Anant. Furthermore, you are my father, Adya. Furthermore, you are Supreme Guru, Paramatmane. Since you reveal the Veda in my heart, you are the master of Maya. You are Krishna, Tvai. Calling him the distributor of the Maya would be unsuitable. The R of term in which increasing significance. For spreading my Maya, I desire to see your greatness, Atma Vaibhavam. And this is the verse from the 13th chapter of this 10th canto, verse number 15. O Maharaj Parikshit, Brahma, who was born from Vishnu's lotus navel, who resides in the sky and who had become astonished on seeing Krishna liberate Aghasur, came to Vrindavan, taking the boys and calves to another place in order to see some other power of Lord, who was a boy with bewildering power. Brahma then disappeared. This indicates certainty. He indicates certainty or lamentation. Though this will not be an offense to you, I am such a low person. Anand Vrindavan Champu writes, my Lord, just see my impudence. To taste your power, I tried to extend my illusory potency to cover you, but my potency covered and bewildered me instead. What am I compared to you? I am just like a small spark in the presence of a great fire. Ocean of mercy, I am predominating deity of the mode of passion. Due to false ego, I become proud and blind to the truth. My mind is full of evil, but please consider that I too am your servant and therefore worthy of your compassion. So almost all Acharya giving one thing, that Brahma is repenting and is begging forgiveness and thinking himself insignificant in front of Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna, verse number 10. Atha kshamasva achuttame rajo bha bhuvo Hai ajanastvatta prathagishamanina ajvale ajvalepanan andhatamo andhachakshusha esho anukampayo mainathavan iti. Therefore, O infallible Achyuta, kindly excuse my offenses. I have taken birth in the mode of passion, and am therefore simply foolish, presuming myself a controller independent of your lordship. My eyes are blinded by the darkness of ignorance, which causes me to think of myself as the unborn creator of the universe. But please consider that I am your servant and therefore worthy of your compassion. Prabhupada's disciple, right? In his commentary, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that Brahma wanted to present the following argument to the Lord. My dear Lord, because I have acted so badly, I certainly deserve to be punished. On the other hand, because I am so ignorant, you should consider me as an innocent fool and be merciful to me. Thus, although I deserve both punishment and forgiveness, I humbly beg you to exercise tolerance in this matter and simply forgive me and show me your mercy. The word Nathvan iti indicate that Brahma wanted to humbly remind Lord Krishna that he was, after all, Brahma's father and master. Nath means master, Nath means father, and should therefore forgive the unfortunate transgression of his humble servant. So, Nath, this is the word by which Brahma said, I am your servant, therefore I am worthy for your compassion. Every conditioned soul, whether he be the Lord Brahma or an insignificant ant, falsely identify himself with the material world and in this way forget his eternal relationship with Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Brahma, because of his prestigious position as a cosmic creator, also tends to identify himself as a Lord of this world. And thus he sometimes forgets his position as an insignificant servant of the Supreme Lord. Now, by Lord Krishna's mercy, this false identification is being rectified, and Lord Brahma is remembering his constitutional position as the eternal servant of Krishna. Chakravarti Pad writes, Brahma continued, though my bad conduct is worthy of punishment, but my foolishness is worthy of forgiveness. So please be merciful and pardon me completely. Do not withhold your mercy from this fallen one. Therefore, I address you as Achyuta, the infallible Lord, because you always bestow mercy on the foolish servant. You should remember that most fallen require more mercy. Patita pavan hetu tava avatara mosam patita na pai bear. I am the most fallen, so I need more mercy. So kindly pardon my offense. Brahma then identified his low qualities. I have taken birth in mode of passion, Rajobhava, and I foolishly think that I am separate from you. This is a problem. Thinking separate from Krishna is cause of all offenses and fall down. Brahma explained his identity as controller. With great pride, I think I am son. I am your son, arising from your navel, but I am blind, andha, in all 8 eyes. But my pride will be destroyed when the moon of your mercy shine upon me. How will forgiveness manifest? Krishna considers. Now, Krishna is considering. This Brahma is worthy of my mercy, because though he shows himself as a master elsewhere, towards me he is a servant, Nathvan. Or the meaning can be, out of foolishness, Brahma made a show of independence in front of me. But in truth, Brahma is considered Nathvan because of dependence on my energy. Therefore, I should show him mercy. So this is Krishna's thinking. And Sri Jiva Goswami writes, Sridhar Swami explained as follows. Though I think I am master, prabhutena, you think, you think since I am the master, this is my servant. I should be merciful to him. The Krishna should think like that. Therefore, you should forgive me. I think I am master, but you know I am your servant. Therefore, you forgive me. Another explanation is, since I am insignificant and you are so great, you should forgive me. Second reason. Third reason, he explained his insignificance. I am born in Rajogun and ignorant. I have position of a tamas also. See, though I can see, my eyes were born from pride, andha tamas, and darkness. And word he indicate this is well known. You know this, but you are called Achyuta. You should be true to your words. What are my words? This is the words as Ramachandra you said. Sakradeva parpano yas tvam asmi iti yachate abhayam sarvada uh, tasmai dadami etad vratam mama. I have made a vow that I will give forgiveness to that person, he who surrenders and once says, I am yours. So I am telling you, I am yours. You are my master, my father. And I should not be considered an unsuitable candidate. You should think this Brahma deserves my mercy. Why? He is my servant, not one. Why should Brahma be a servant? He is servant to me, Mai. He had dedicated himself to me alone. Because you are so great and I am so small, you should forgive me. This is the Sanatana Goswami's mood. He shows his insignificance. Brahma shows his insignificance. I am born impatient, ignorant, etc. He means certainly and is so to be used with each item. You never fall at any time, in any way, from your glories, Achyuta. You forgive all offenses in a person who surrenders unto you. He is worthy of my mercy. He is a servant. This is your mood. You should Brahma be servant. He is servant to me. Bhagavan. By being a servant, I attain you. An alternative to Sridhar Swami's explanation is, my eyes are blinded by dense darkness by being sprayed with Maya. As many yogis and sages become devoted to you and attend you, so the resident of Braj also become devoted to you and attend you. Love is created in two ways, by hearing and by seeing. O Lord Hari, bewildered by your illusory potency, I have not attained love for you. Speaking these words, bowing before Krishna's lotus feet and tears gliding down his face, Brahma earnestly begged for forgiveness. Lord Brahma is teaching us that when one commits some mistake, first one should repent, then ask forgiveness, and then, if required, clarify his position. So, first is repentant, second is begging forgiveness, and third is clarifying the situation if required. Verse number 11. Kwaham tamo mahadaham kha char agni varabhu samveshtitanda ghatta sapta vitasti kaya pedrikka vidhavi viganita andapara naucharya Vatadhva vivarsa cha me mahitvan. What am I? Small creature, measuring 7 span of my own hands. I am enclosed in a part-like universe composed of material nature, the total material energy, Mahatattva, false ego, ether, air, war, earth. And what is your glory? Unlimited universes pass through the pores of your body as a Karan Dakshai Vishnu. as particles of dust pass through the opening of a screened window. In, in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, Srila Prabhupada's disciple write, chapter 5, text 72, Srila Prabhupada gives the following purport to this verse. Then Brahma, after having stolen all the Krishna's cows and cowherd boys, returned and saw that the cows and boys were still roaming Krishna. He offered his prayers in his defeat. As a conditioned soul, even one so great as Brahma, who manages the affairs of the entire universe, cannot compare to the personality of Godhead, for he can produce numberless universes simply by spiritual rays emanating from the pores of his body. Material scientists should take lesson from this utterance of Brahma regarding our insignificance in comparison with God. In these prayers, Brahma, in these prayers of Brahma, there is much to learn for those who are falsely puffed up by the accumulation of power. So this is for the devotees to actually. This is a preaching also material, and also to some extent is applied to the devotees, that they should not think that they have become so big and puffed up as compared to the mercy of the Lord. In Krishna book, Srila Prabhupada writes, Lord Brahma realized his actual position. He is certainly the supreme teacher of this universe, in charge of the production of material nature, consisting of complete material energy, false ego, sky, air, fire, water, and earth. Such a universe may be gigantic, but it can be measured just as we measure our body as a 7 spans. Generally, everyone's personal bodily measurement is calculated to be 7 spans of his hand. This particular universe may appear to be a very gigantic body, but it is nothing but the measurement of 7 spans for Lord Brahma. Aside from this universe, there are unlimited other universes outside the jurisdiction of this particular Lord Brahma. Just as innumerable atomic infinitesimal fragments pass through the holes of the screened window, are millions and millions of universes in their seedling forms are coming out from the bodily pores of Mahavishnu. And the Mahavishnu is but a part of this planetary portion of Krishna. Under these circumstances, although Lord Brahma is supreme creature within this universe, what is his importance in presence of Lord Krishna? Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, Brahma said, though you create the universe, you are not proud. Krishna, you create the universes, but you are not proud. In comparison with that, what powers do I have to be proud of? Your universal form is surrounded by Prakriti. Your means Krishna's universal form is surrounded by Prakriti, Tamas, Mahatattva, Ahankar, Aham, Ether, Kham, air, fire, water, Vaha, and earth, Bhu. All the planets from Patal to Satyalok are instituted within that form of yours as a Vishwaroop. In that expanse, where am I? Measuring only 7 spans of my own hands, countless universes pass through the pores of your skin just as particles of dust pass through the holes of the window screen. Who can possibly measure that greatness? Here Brahma equates Mahavishnu, the creator of Mahatattva, with Krishna, and shows that in comparison to Krishna, he is like a small bird compared to Garuda. So this verse is speaking about the Mahavishnu. Next verse will speak about Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So he praises Krishna as Mahavishnu in order to say this. This universe is compared to the pot because in a short time it will be destroyed. Pot is part is destroyed, so universe is destroyed. Brahma just 7 hand high in an insignificant person. Mahavishnu is 9 hand in height. There's a difference between the Brahma and Vishnu. Mahavishnu is 9 hand and Brahma is 7 hand. What it means? Their measurement. The universe passes through his pores, coming out or going in when he creates or destroys the universe. Idrik Vida. The pores are very small and limiting, but in them all the universe reside. Yasya yuta yuta anseshe Vishnu Shakti iyam stita. The Shakti of Vishnu is situated in 10 millionth portion of the portion of Vishnu. Vishnu Purana. This is your glory, Mahimatvam. Therefore you should show mercy to me. How can I, whom am so insignificant, forgive you who are so great? Who can I? Krishna says, whom am so insignificant forgive you are so great. Oh, the universe is like a part, insignificant compared to the glory. Your glory, what is your greatness? Therefore you should forgive me. Even Mahavishnu is your portion. Unlimited universes passes through the pores of the body of Mahavishnu, who is but one of your expansion. Although I am in large of this one apparently gigantic universe, what is the value of my lordship compared to your inconceivable power? Now, Chaitanya Charitamrita purport on this verse, Srila Prabhupada writes, when Lord Brahma, after having stolen Krishna's cows, I think this is almost same as already we have read. In these prayers of the Brahma, there is much to learn for those who are falsely puffed up. Verse number 12. Utakshepanam garbhagatasya padayo. Now, Brahma is comparing to a fetus in the belly of mother. Kim kalpate mato adhokshaja agase. Kim asti nasti vyapedesha bhutistam. Tvasti hi kukshe kyadapi anantaha. O Lord Adhokshaja, does a mother take offense when the child within her womb kicks with his legs? And is there anything in existence, whether designated by various philosophers as real or as unreal, that is actually outside your abdomen? I am also in your abdomen. If I have done offense, it's like the offense of a baby to the mother. Srila Prabhupada comments in a Krishna book on this verse. Lord Brahma therefore compared himself to a little child within the womb of his mother. If the child within the womb plays with his hands and legs, and while playing touches the body of the mother, and the mother is mother offended with the child? Of course, she isn't. Similarly, Lord Brahma may be a very great personality, and yet not only Brahma, but everything that be is existing within the womb of Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. The Lord's energy is all pervading. There is no place in the creation where it is not acting, since everything is existing within the energy of the Lord. The Brahma of this universe, or the Brahmas of many other millions and trillions of universes, are existing within the energy of the Lord. Therefore, the Lord is considered to be the mother. Everything existing within the womb of the mother is considered to be the child. And the good mother is never offended with the child, even if he touches the body of the mother by kicking his legs. In this verse, Brahma equate Krishna with Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So first with Karan second time with Garbhodakshai Vishnu. As you are the mother to the universe, you are also mother to me. Therefore, you should forgive my offenses. When the child in the womb kicks the mother does not take offense. Whether philosophies prove that the universe is true or false, the fact is that it exists within your belly. I am also within you, just like your son. Therefore, you should forgive my offenses. This is similar to Bhagavad Gita, verse 9:17. Pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha. So this is the verse similar to that. And Srila Jiva Goswami writes, moreover, offense cannot actually be committed to you by persons like me. For though you are the master of billions of universe, being merciful to me, you also keep this universe, of which I am the secondary creator. In your stomach, like the mother, Brahma praises the second Purusha, Hiranya Garbha Antaryami, monitor of the totality of the Jiva. This is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. It's called Hiranya Garbha Antaryami, known as Pradyumna. So this is just to recall these three Vishnu called Purusha Avatar. Second Sankrashan from second Chatravyuh. Second Chatravyuh in Vaikuntha, the Sankarshan become Karanodakshaya Vishnu. Expansion of Shankarshan is Karanodakshaya Vishnu. Expansion of the Pradyumna is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And extension of the Anuruddha is Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Is it clear? From second Chatravyuh, three Purusha avatar comes. Sankrashan as Karanodakshai, Pradyumna as Garbhodakshai, and Aniruddha as Kshirodakshai. This is technical information. Is it okay? Shall we continue? Okay. Adhokshaja means he who has the power of the senses under his control. O Adhokshaja, since I am under your control, though I am foolish and wretch, you should not take offense. Kukshi in the womb refers to the Lord possessing a body of inconceivable energy in the form of Hiranyagarbha, the subtle body of the universal form. So Hiranyagarbha is a subtle body of universal form. The totality of the Jiva pervading the gross body of the universal form. Garbha gatasaya means entering the womb, a state of being very deep within. I am like that. How can the kicking of the child in the womb produce an offense to the mother? It does not. Rather, it creates joy for the mother who thinks, I have a child and he is living. You should not consider this an offense. The child is in the mother's womb. But are you in my womb? Then he is saying, Mimanshika, those who follow the philosophy of Mimanshika, the world exists. They say the world exists. The follower of the Sankhya says the world does not exist. Followers of atheistic Sankhya says it is like a son of barren woman, ornamented with false designation. To what extent is whatever is revealed by these philosophies through sense perception as existent or non-existent outside, Ananta? The Purusha known as Hiranya Garbha Antaryami Kukshe, nothing is outside. Since you oversee everything, I am inside you. Therefore, you should forgive my offense. Nothing, including me and all others, are glorified by their philosophies, which are continually appear and disappear, exist outside of your womb. Asati means birth and Nasti means destruction. Thus, Asti and Nasti philosophies which continue at all times, though being constantly burned and destroyed. And Sanatana Goswami writes, moreover, the offense committed does not affect you, O Lord, who appeared as if born again under the exile of a cart. This is explained in Harivans by Nard. So this is about Adhokshaja. Adho anena syanena shaktantaracharina rakshasi nihatta raudra Shakuni Veshadharini Putana Nam. This is something. As the angry Rakshasi entered the cart, was killed as Krishna slept beneath the cart's axle. Fire she Putana with a great strength and huge body, dressing herself auspiciously, gave her poisonous breast to Krishna. Seeing that she was killed, the coward said, he has been born again. Therefore, he was called Adhokshaja, beneath a X, Adhoksha, and born again, Ja, Adhokshaja. So, Krishna is Adhokshaja. The name indicates the young son of Nanda. With his great pastime, I suggest that Krishna should not consider his offense. It is seen in this world that playful people forgive great offenses like stealing of the great offender and even give mercy. Therefore, you should forgive my offenses. After speaking these prayers, Brahma folded his hands and begged the supreme personality of Godhead. O Lord of the universe, I was born from the lotus of your navel. As a mother forgive her son offenses, please forgive my offenses. Now there is a big section in Chaitanya Chaitamrita Adi Leela from verse number 31, almost 20 verses describing this pastime. We have short time, but somehow I'm going through it just to relish. Shishu vatsa hari brahma kari aparadha kshama ite mange prasad. After Brahma had offended Krishna by stealing his playmates and calves, he begged the Lord's pardon for his offensive act and prayed for Lord's mercy, prasad. तुम्हारा नाभि पदम हैते हमारा जन्मोद्य तुम्ही पिता माता अमी तुम्हारा तन्य. I took birth from your lotus that grew from your navel. Thus, you are both my father and mother, and I am your son. पिता माता बालकेर ना लय अपराध अपराध क्षमा मोरे करह प्रसाद. Parents never take seriously of the offenses of their children. I therefore beg your pardon and ask for your benediction. Krishna kahe na Brahma tumhara pita Narayana ami gop tumi kechu amara Nandana. Lord Krishna said, oh Brahma, you are Narayan. Oh, your father is Narayan. I am but a coward boy. How can you be my son? Now this is the whole description how Krishna is Narayan. Brahma kahe tumi ke na ho Narayana. Tumi Narayana shun ihara karana. Brahma replied, you are not Narayan. You are certainly Narayan. Please listen as I state the proof. Prakrita prakrita srishtiya yata jiva rupa tahara ye atma tumhi mula swarupa. All the living entities, all the living beings within the material and spiritual worlds are ultimately born of you, for you are the super soul of them all. Srila Prabhupada's purport. This cosmic manifestation is generated by the interaction of the three modes of material nature. The transcendental world has no such material modes, although it is nevertheless full of spiritual variedness. In that spiritual world, there are also innumerable living entities who are eternally liberated souls engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna. Conditioned souls who remain within the material cosmic creation are subjected to the threefold miseries and pains of the material nature. They exist in different species of life because they are eternally averse to trans-loving service of the Lord. This is a very different realization now I am reading. Srila Prabhupada writes, Sankarshan is the original source of all living entities because They are all expansion of his marginal potency. Some of them are conditioned by material nature, whereas others are under the protection of spiritual nature. The material nature is conditioned manifestation of the spiritual nature, just as smoke is conditional stage of the fire. Smoke is dependent on fire, but in a blazing fire there is no place for smoke. Smoke disturbs, but fire serves. So condition stage is a disturbance, but the pure stage is a service. The serving spirit of resident of transcendental world is displayed in 5 varieties of relationship with Supreme Lord, who is central enjoyer. In the material world, everyone is self-centered enjoyer of the mundane happiness and distress. One considers himself the Lord of everything and tries to enjoy the illusory energy, but he is not successful because he is not independent. He is but a minute particle of the energy of Lord Sankarshan. All living entities exist under the control of Supreme Lord, who is therefore called Narayan. पृथ्वी ये घटक कुलेर कारण आश्रय जीवेर निदान तुम्ही सर्वाश्रय. As the earth is the original cause and shelter of all parts made of earth, so you are the ultimate cause and shelter of all living entities. As the vast earth is source for the ingredients of all earthen parts, so the Supreme Soul is the source for complete substance of all individual living entities. The cause of all causes, the Supreme Person of Godhead, is the cause of living entities. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, where Lord says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. I am the seed of all living entities. And in the Upanishad, Katha, which says Nitya Nityanam Chetas Chetananam. So Lord is the reservoir of all cosmic manifestation, animate and inanimate. The advocate of Visheshta Advaita Vad philosophy explained the Vedanta Sutra by saying that although the living entity has two kinds of bodies, subtle constituting minds, intelligence, false ego, and grass consisting of 5 basic elements, and although he thus lives in 3 bodily dimensions, grass, subtle, and spiritual, he is nevertheless a spiritual soul. Similarly, Supreme Person of Godhead, who emanates the material and spiritual worlds, in the Supreme Spirit, is the Supreme Spirit. As an individual spirit is almost identical to his grass and subtle body, so the Supreme Lord is almost identical to material and spiritual world, because both are his emanation. The material world, full of conditioned soul trying to lord it over matter, is a manifestation of external energy of the Supreme Lord. And the spiritual world, full of perfect servitor of the Lord, is manifestation of his internal energy. Since all living entities are minor, his supreme soul in both the material. Vaishnava philosophers following Lord Chaitanya of Achintya Bhed Abhed Tattva, which state that Supreme Lord, being the cause and effect of everything, is inconceivably simultaneously one with his manifestation of energy and different from them. Now, why Krishna is Narayan? Nara Shabde Kahe Sarva Jivera Nichaya. Ayana Shabde Kahe Tahara Ashraya. The word Nar refers to aggregate of all living entities, and the word Ayan refers to refuge of them all. अतएव तुम्ही हो मूल नारायण यही एक हेतु सुन द्वितीय कारण. This is the one reason. Now listen to the other one. How you are Narayan. जीवेरा ईश्वर पुरुष आदि अवतार तहार सब हाइते तुम्हारा ऐश्वर्य अपार. The direct Lord of the living entities are Purusha incarnation, but your opulence and power are more exalted than theirs, so you are higher than 3 Purusha avatar. अतएव अधीश्वर तुम्ही सर्व पिता तुम्हारा शक्ति ते तहार जगत रक्षिता. Therefore you are the primal Lord, the original father of everyone. They, the Purusha avatar, are protector of the universe by your power. नारेर अयन याते करह पालन Ateva how tumi mula Narayana, since you protect those who are the shelter of living beings. You are the original Narayan, means you are the source of three Purusha, and three Purusha protect the all living entities, and they are shelter of the living entity, therefore you are Narayan. The controlling deities of the living beings in the mundane world are three Purusha avatar. But the potent energy displayed by Sri Krishna is far more extensive than that of the Purusha. Sri Krishna is therefore the original father and the Lord who protect all the creative manifestation through his various plenary portion, since he sustains even the shelters of the collective living beings. There is no doubt that Krishna is the original Narayan. Now there's a third reason. Tritiya karana shuna Sri Bhagavan Ananta Brahmanda Bahu Vekuntadi Dhama. O my Lord, Supreme Person of Godhead, kindly hear my third reason. There are countless universes, fathomless transcendental Vaikuntha. Yate yata jivatara trai kalika karana taha dekha sakshi tumi jana sab marma. Both in this material world and the transcendental world, you see all the deeds of all living beings in the past, present, and future. Since you are the witness of all such deeds, you know the sense of everything. तुम्हारा दर्शन है सर्व जगह तैर स्थिति तुम ही ना देखी ले कारो ना ही स्थिति गति. All the world exists because you oversee them. None can live, move, or have their beings without your supervision. नारेरा अयन अयाते करे दर्शन तहाए तो हो तुम्ही मूल नारायण. You oversee the wandering of all living beings. For this reason also, you are the primary Lord Narayan. So, next verse. Krishna kahena Brahma bujhibe vachan jiva hriday jale jaise sei Narayan. Krishna said, Brahma, I cannot understand what you are saying. Lord Narayan is he who sits in the heart of all living beings and lies down in the waters of the Karan ocean. ब्रह्मा कहे जले जीवे यही नारायण से ही सब तुम्हारा अंश यही सत्य वचन. Brahma replied, what I have said is true. The same Lord Narayan who lives on the water and in the heart of all living beings is but a plenary portion of you. कारण अवधि गर्भद गर्भोदक क्षीरोदक साई माया द्वारे सृष्टि करे तात सबमयी. The Karanadaksha, the Garbhodaksha and Kshirodaksha form of Narayan all create in cooperation with the material energy and they are attached to Maya. Say teen jalashayi sarva antaryami brahmanda vrandera atma yahi purushanami. These three Vishnu lying in the world are super soul of everything. The super soul of all universe is known as first Purusha. हिरण्य गर्भेरा आत्मा गर्भोदक साई वेष्टि जीव अंतर्यामी क्षीरोदक्ष साई. Garbhodaksha Vishnu is super soul of the aggregate of all living entities and Kshirodaksha Vishnu is the super soul of each individual living being. So this is another fact for us to remember. For whole material creation, the super soul is Karanadaksha Vishnu because he creates Mahatattva. Then for each universe, the super soul is Garbhodaksha Vishnu. And then for each individual, the super soul is Kshirodaksha Vishnu. So in total material existence, in one material universe and in individual. So one of the Vishnu is the super soul. यही सबारा दर्शनेते आछे माया गंध तृतीय कृष्णेरा नाही माया संबंध. Superficially we said these three Purusha have a relationship with Maya. But above them, in the fourth dimension, is Lord Krishna, who has no contact with the material energy. Three Purusha, Karanadakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and Kirudakshay Vishnu, all have relationship with material energy called Maya, because through Maya they create the material cosmos. And there is a verse quoted from 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the material world, the Lord is designated as Virat, Hiranyagarbha, and Karan. But beyond these three designations, Lord is ultimately in the fourth dimension. Virat, a phenomenal manifestation of Supreme Whole. So I am reading this language a little bit difficult for me. Somebody can help me to understand. Virat is phenomenal manifestation of Supreme Whole. Hiranyagarbha, the numinous soul of everything, and Karan, the cause of causal nature, are all but designation of the Purushas who are responsible for material creation. So who is Virat and who is Hiranyagarbha and who is Karan? As we have read, Hiranyagarbha is Garbhodaksh and Karan is Karanodaksh. It means Virat is a Kirodaksh, right? Anybody can speak on these English words?
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dharmapranam. Prabhupada says that Virat Purusha is basically an imagination. In the second canto, he mentions that this Virat Purusha, the universal form, is a just imagined situation.
What is phenomenal? What is the meaning of phenomenal manifestation of the Supreme World?
Because the entire universe is supposed to be existing as the body, some limbs of the Lord. That's why it's called as phenomenal manifestation. Means that this is something like hands or legs or hairs or whatever. So different physical manifestations of the Lord.
So the Virat is Kirodakshai, Hiranyagarbha is Garbhodakshai, and Karan is Karanodakshai. Is it like that?
I don't think that Shirodakshai is mentioned here.
Then who is this Virat? Because these are our three Purusha in this line.
My understanding is, Prabhu, that Virat Purusha is an imaginary form. It is mentioned several places by Srila Prabhupada in second canto as well as in Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, that this Virat is a imaginary form of the Lord. So it's not one of the Purushas. This is my understanding, Prabhu.
Anybody else has to say something?
Prabhuji, phenomenal as such means perceptible by the senses or through immediate experience.
Phenomenal manifestation of the Supreme. What is the meaning of phenomenal manifestation of the Supreme Whole?
Phenomenal means material in a sense. It's not numinal.
So next is the numinal. Next is the numinous soul of everything.
No, it's not numinal. It's numinous soul of everything. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
It's the numinous soul of everything. Here is samasti jiva.
That is Garbhodakshay Vishnu. This is Garbhodakshay. Next is Karanadakshay. Only Virat is a phenomenal, is a one which is little confusion for. I was not clear, so I'm just open it. Okay. Although these three features of the Lord deal directly with the material energy, none of them are touched by it. They are all beyond illusion. This is the opulence of the Lord. Although situated in material nature, he is never affected by the modes of nature. Similarly, those who have surrendered to him and fixed their intelligence upon him are not influenced by the modes of material nature. Say teen janera tumi parama ashriya tumi mool narayan ye teke sansara. You are the ultimate shelter of these three planetary portions. It means Purusha Avatar. Thus, there is not the slightest doubt that you are the primal Narayana. Brahma has confirmed that Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personal Godhead of the three manifestations known as Kshirodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Karanodakshai Vishnu. He is the source of three. Now they are in a sequence as Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Karan. In the same line. For his pastime, Lord Krishna has four original manifestations, namely Vasudeva, Sankrishna, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. The first Purusha avatar, Mahavishnu, is in the coil ocean, who is the creator of aggregate of material energy, is an expansion of Sankrishna. The second Purusha, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, is an expansion of Pradyumna. And the third Purusha, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, is an expansion of Aniruddha. All these are within the category of manifestation of Narayan, who is the manifestation of Krishna. सेति नेर अंशी परे व्योम नारायण तेहु तुम्हारा विलास तुम्ही मूल नारायण. Source of these three features is Narayan in the spiritual sky. He is your Vilas expansion. There are Prakash expansion and Vilas expansions. Prakash are same like Krishna in the form and same features and same mood like the many Krishna and Ras dance, but the Vilas are different in shape and different in mood. So that Narayan is your Vilas Prakash. Therefore you are ultimate Narayan. Ateva Brahma Vakya Paryo me Narayana Tehu Krishnera Vilas Ehi Tattva Vivarana. Therefore, according to the authority of Brahma, the Narayan, who is the predominating deity in this transcendental world, is but the Vilas feature of Krishna. This has now been conclusively proved. And this verse says, E shloka tattva lakshana bhagavata sara bhagavata sara paribhasha rupe ihara sarva adhikara. The truth indicated in this verse, text 230, which is before we started, a verse before that, is the sense of Srimad Bhagavatam. This conclusion through synonymous applies everywhere. Brahma Atma Bhagavan Krishnera Vihar Ei Arth Na Jane Murakh Arth Kare Ar. Not knowing that Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan are all feature of Krishna, foolish scholars speculate in various ways. Avatari Narayana Krishna Avatar Tehura Chaturbhuj Ihara Manushyak Akara. Because Narayan has four hands, whereas Krishna looks like man, they say the Narayan is the original God, whereas Krishna is but an incarnation. Sometimes scholars argue that because Narayan has four hands, whereas Krishna has only two, Narayan is the original person of God and Krishna is the incarnation. Such unintelligent scholars do not understand the feature of the Absolute. Ei mata nana rupa kare purva paksha tihara nirjire nirajite bhagavata padya daksha. In this way, their arguments appear in various forms, but the poetry of the Bhagavatam expertly refutes them all. Now we are going to verse number 13. My dear Lord, it is said that when the three planetary systems are merged into the water at the time of dissolution, your planetary portion, Narayan, lies down on the wall gradually. A lotus flower grown from his navel, and Brahma takes birth upon that lotus flower. Certainly these words are not false. Thus I am born from you. Although every living entity is a child of God, Lord Brahma here makes a special claim because he takes birth on the lotus flower that emanates from the navel of Narayan, the personality of Godhead. Ultimately, all living entities are equally expansion of the transcendental body of Supreme Lord. But Brahma has an intimate relationship with Lord because of the activities of universal creation. And so he uses the prefix vi in the word vinirgata to beg the Lord's special mercy. The Brahma is called Aj because he is not born from any mother, but rather emanate directly from the body of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada writes, it is naturally concluded that mother of Brahma is Narayan. On this ground, Brahma is requesting special forgiveness for his offense. Chakravartipad writes, the sun also come out of the womb eventually. That is explained in this verse. Brahma said, it is stated that at the time of dissolution, three planetary systems are merged into the water. This is the night of Brahma, where only three planetary systems, Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, they enter, merge into the water. Gradually, a lotus flower grows from the navel of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Brahma sport appears upon that lotus flower. Other may or may not come from you, but certainly I am born from you. Mahavira કીધો કહેજો. Speaking respectfully of the special nature of Lord, expressed in 2 verses, he again stated his position as Lord's son. Since by mercy you become my father, you should forgive me. Jiva Goswami writes, he praises the Lord as Virat Antaryami, known as Aniruddha. See, again this word Virat has come here. Exactly that word is here. He praises the Lord as Virat Antaryami, known as Aniruddha, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Different from the second Purusha, who is Hiranyagarbha Antaryami, described in the previous verse. At the time of devastation, the universe, Jagata, Triyanta, in the water remaining at the beginning of Brahma's day, Brahma came out of the lotus in Narayan's navel. Or in the Garbhodak ocean at the bottom of the 3 words, Brahma was born from lotus. There is another explanation. This describes neither Brahma's birth nor his day. The word Udar suggests everything exists within him, even now at that time. Nalat means from the lotus, indicated by its stem. Or Nal means lotus according to the Vishwakosh. It can be regarded as Taditya, formation. The word through suggests that Brahma came out without a mother. He also stayed for a long time within Vishnu before coming out. Nirgataha. He says, O Lord, to indicate that he is still not qualified to think of Lord as his father. Verse number 14. Narayastvam nahi sarvadehinam atmasya adhisakil loka sakshi narayano angam narabhuva jalanayat tachapi satyam natayeva maya. Are you not original Narayan, the supreme controller? Since you are the soul of every embodied living being and eternal witness of all created realms, as Paramatma, you are witness. Indeed, Lord Narayan is your expansion, and he is called Narayan because he is generating source of the primal water of the universe. He is real, not a product of your illusory Maya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela chapter 2, which we have just read, Srila Prabhupada comments on this verse as follows. This is the verse 30, which we have not read. This statement was spoken by Brahma in his prayer to the Lord Krishna after Lord defeated him by displaying his mystic power. Brahma had tried to test Lord Krishna to see if he was really a Supreme Personality of Godhead, playing as a coward boy. Brahma stole all the other boys and their cows. It's not cows, actually calves. Their calves from the pasturing ground. But when he returned to the pasture, he saw the all boys and cows, not cows, but calves, were still there. For Lord Krishna had created them all. When Brahma saw this mystic power of Krishna, he admitted defeat and offered prayers to the Lord, addressing him as proprietor and seer of everything in creation, and as a super soul who is within each and every living entity and is dear to all, which means Paramatma. The Lord Krishna is Narayan, the father of Brahma, because Krishna's plenary expansion, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, after placing himself on the Garbha ocean, created Brahma from his own body. Mahavishnu in the Kayal ocean and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, the super soul in everyone's heart, is also transcendental expansion of Supreme Truth. In this commentary on this verse, Srila Sridhar Swami, Sanatana Goswami has elaborately explained the expansion of Vishnu or Narayan, incarnation from original form of God, Lord Sri Krishna. The sense is that although Lord Brahma was born from Lord Narayan, Brahma now understands that Narayan is himself. Narayan is himself a mere expansion of the original personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Chakravartipad writes, anticipating that Krishna might say, it's true that you are the son of Narayan, but then who am I, O Brahma? The Brahma answered this verse, are you not Narayan, the supreme controller, Adhish of everything? Bhagavad Gita stated, I pervade everything by one fragment of my energy. This is 10th chapter. Brahma says, as the super soul of all living entities, you observe all actions. Narayan is merely a portion of you. Krishna says, but I am called Krishna because I am dark in color and live in Vrindavan. Vishnu is called Narayan because he lies on the water. And how can I be Narayan? Then Brahma says, the word Nar means water, but it also means living entities. Adhyan means shelter. Lord who dwells in the world is one of your expansion. Therefore I have appeared from your womb just as the Vasudeva form and your youth form as a Krishna are spiritual, not material. So this form of Narayan is also spiritual, existing at all times and in all places in the state of Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness, beyond the touch of matter. Your forms, such as Matsya, are also of the same category. O Krishna, superior to the first Purush, Adhisha. First Purush means Karanodakshai. You are the total form of all second, Garbhodakshai, and third, Kirodakshai, Nar. Because they are all lying in the water. Udak means water. And the person from who causes the first Purush to function, Ayana. The third Purush is situated in all beings, Sarvabhauma Atma. The second Purush is situated within the universal shell, Loka Sakshi. Nara Bhu Jalayanat means from the shelter of the Karan ocean, which generates Mahat Tattva and other elements, Nara Bhu arising from Vishnu. That ocean is called Nar, related to Vishnu. Thus Narayan means the shelter of Nar, the Karan ocean. That is the first Purush, is certainly not you. Narayan is your Anga. You are the Angi, the source of that Narayan. So there are different meanings of Narayan. One meaning of Nar means water, and Ayaning means lying on or a home. One whose home is water is called Narayan. Since you are in the three Vishnu form, lie down on the water, therefore you are Narayan. The another reason for Narayan is that Nar means the aggregate of living entities and Ayan means shelter, because you are shelter of all living entities, therefore you are Narayan Krishna. So these are some reasons given by Brahma that Krishna is Narayan. So here also Jiva Goswami is a lengthy commentary. You can read, so many verses are quoted from Bhagavatam and Brahma Samhita. Perhaps my expansion form is illusory, like a universe created by some magical strength. No. It is real, no illusory. It is not possible. So your Vishnu forms are original. Narayan is one of your forms, Angam. Action of lying on the water and producing entities is an upadhi. If that is false, then not Narayan also false. Water is true, not produced from our Maya. Thus the form of Narayan is also true. That meaning is indicated by the word api. Since your pastimes are real, shelter of the pastimes, your body, which assist in pastime must be real. Since the water arose from an avatar of the Bhagavan, the water must be real. Since it is not illusory, it is a real object. Narayan also must also be real object. Though Brahma experienced such that Krishna was greater than Narayan, he mentioned him as a Narayan out of fear. With respect, he says, "You are not Narayan. O Lord of the universe, you are not Narayan, because from him comes the water that generates the living entities. He is now only you. Your answer. Narayan is your answer." When the primal Narayan accepts the form of Purusha, he created the universe from the five elements produced from himself and then entered within the universe by his own portion. Narayan Purushottam accepted form of Purusha. It will be said, Yana Mitram Param Anandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Krishna is the Puran Purushottam. You are the witness of all universes with all their planets. Brahma said, "What is your glory when unlimited universes passes through the pores of your body, just as the particles of dust passes through the opening of the screen window when you create the and destroy?" So Brahma says, thereafter, having heard of distress of Mother Earth, Brahma with Mother Earth, Shiva and all other devatas approached the shore of Milk Ocean. After reaching the shore of Milk Ocean, Devata with great attention worshipped Vishnu, the master of the whole universe, supreme God of gods, who provides for everyone the dimension everyone suffering, diminishes everybody one's suffering by reciting the Purusha Sukta. This Purusha Sukta is Sahasra Shirsha, and this is for Kshirodakshai Vishnu. So Kshirodakshai Vishnu is Virat in that sense. Since the form of Krishna appeared from the worship of Purush called Narayan, Kshirodakshai, the Antaryami of the Virat form. Kshirodakshai, the Antaryami of Virat form. Krishna is called Narayan or Purusha. So why do you say he is not Narayan? First of all, the Supreme Lord accepted the form of eternal first Purusha, full like a moon, for creating the universe from the Mahat Tattva and other elements called Dakshay Vishnu. After Garbhodakshay Vishnu lay on the water and went into trance, Brahma, Lord of the universe, creation appeared from the lotus in the water of his navel. The expanse of the planets and imagined to be situated in various places on his limbs. This form of Lord is pure sattva, unmixed with rajas and tamas, and composed of entire eternity, knowledge and bliss. The meaning is this: Bhagavan, the Supreme Person, at the beginning of the creation manifested the form of the Purusha with desire to create the planets with Mahat and other elements by his glance. The Purusha is endowed with the 16 Sodash Kalam, 16 parts. 8 are mystic powers. And these are the 8 mystic for Anima, Mahima, Prapti. 6 are powers of Bhagavan. These are the Aishwarya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yasasya. 2 remaining are called Leela and Kirpa Shaktis of Vishnu, are for himself and others. So Leela is for happiness, his happiness, and Kirpa is for others. This is the first Purusha, from which Mahat Tattva arises. The second form appears within the universe. Brahma appears from the navel of this form, lying on the water after entering the universe after its creation. The planets are situated on the parts of the lotus. One should not consider the form lying in the water to be different from Kshirodakshai Vishnu. O Vidura, Vishnu entered the lotus of all planets, which reveals all the enjoyable objects for the jivas. Brahma, known as self-born, composer of the Vedas, appeared within the lotus. Garbhodakshay Vishnu first made his appearance in the Kumaras. It means all the incarnations are coming from Garbhodakshay Vishnu. Become Brahmanas. They undertook continuous severe vows of brahmacharya. Krishna, included in this list as an expansion of the Purusha, is designated as follows: Ete chanch kalaha punsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Other forms such as Kumara are designated as Ansa and Kalas, but Krishna is called Bhagavan. The word two indicate the difference. He who is Bhagavan, Krishna, accepted the form of Purusha. Krishna is independent, Swayam. He did not appear from another form like the lamp lit from another lamp. He is the original lamp. Thus Brahma Santa says, I worship the Supreme Lord Govinda, whose first expansion is Mahavishnu, who determined the appearance of the and disappearance of the rulers within the universe, even Kshirodaksha Vishnu, by his exhalation and annihilation of breath, Brahma Santa. Though he is avatari, he is counted among the avatar because he also has a special sweetness of various Leela avatars. Accepting that Krishna is in all ways complete, how can Kshirodakshai be his answer since he is described in the Padma Purana as Aniruddha, the fourth member of the Chaturvyu? That is true. The four members, starting with Vasudeva, are special answers of Krishna, of unequal power. Aniruddha is an expansion of Mahanarayan, but he is Krishna's expansion. That was described in the verse from Brahma Santa. One should not say that Krishna appeared from worship of Kshirodaksha Vishnu, but it is stated in this way so that the Devatas could easily receive his mercy on the bank of milk ocean. The intention is not to say that he is an expansion of Kshirodakshai. Anugrahaya devanam tatra samhito bharihi. The Lord appeared there to give mercy to the Devatas, Padma Purana. By the worship performed by the Devata, Purushottam appeared along with all his expansions. That is the correct perception. Sridhar Swami agrees, commenting on 10-9. He says, I appear with my ansa from which glances of ansa form which glances at Maya, ansa bhagena. Now, we are going to the verse number 15. My dear Lord, if your transcendental body, which shelter the entire universe, is actually lying upon the water, then why were you not seen by me when I searched for you? And why, though I could not envision you properly within my heart, did you then suddenly reveal yourself? Lord Brahma here refers to his experience at the dawn of cosmic creation. As described in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma took birth on the seat of a gigantic lotus whose stem emanated from the navel of Narayan. Brahma was bewildered as to his whereabouts, functions and identity. Therefore, he tried to trace out the source of the lotus stem. Searching for clear information, unable to find the personality of Godhead, he returned to his seat and engaged in severe austerities, having been ordered to do so by the transcendental voice of Lord, Tappa Tappa, who could be heard but not seen. After long meditation, Brahma saw the Lord but then again lost sight of him. Thus Brahma concluded that the transcendental body of the personality of God is not material, but rather an eternal spiritual form endowed with inconceivable mystic potencies. In other words, Lord Brahma should not have challenged the personality of Godhead, the Lord of all mystic power. Chakravartipad writes, Brahma thinks, is it possible that the spiritual form arises from material water? It is not possible that unlimited Lord Narayan can exist in limited waters of Garbhodak. Brahma said, if your transcendental body is actually situated upon the water, then why couldn't I see you even after searching for a long time in the lotus stem? You may answer that You were there, but that I could not see you. But then how could I suddenly see you through meditation and then lose sight of you again? Though you are lying on the wall and seen to be localized like a Paramatma in my heart and therefore limited, you hold all the universes within you and are therefore unlimited. You exist in all times and all space, but by the covering of your Yoga Maya potency, you are sometime visible and sometime invisible. Brahma speculated in this verse. Is this expansion of you are in the water is real and spiritual? Satta? And is the embodiment of universe? Then why was that form not seen by me? The form of all jiva, the embodiment of the whole universe. Why did I see you clearly only in my heart during samadhi with mature intelligence, as form with eternity, knowledge and bliss? This is described in third canto. O Supreme Lord, I do not see you are different from your form as Brahma, which is without qualities and only bliss. Why did I not see you again? Why did I not see you again externally? Sri Sanatana Goswami writes, Brahma elaborate on the true existence of Lord. If you were situated on the water, why did I not see you by external vision? You appeared in my heart at that time by following your order, tappa tappa. Only after long practice, only sudrishtam. But even then, the effort did not give the full effect. Why did you not appear to my external vision? The only and only in my heart. And you did not appear again. This implies that after the Lord gave benediction to the Brahma and disappeared, Brahma performed meditation again out of pain in separation in order to see him, but could even see him again in the heart. He couldn't see at that time, Sapadi. This means that later the Lord spontaneously appeared in his heart. Or did you not appear later, Puna, with your beauty, ornamented, and followers? Yes, you did. Like the Lord's body, his pastime, objects, and water are all self-manifested. They are all spiritual. Even though Narayan is truly existent, even when there is no water, and even if he is always without the water, because his pastime are eternal, his associate and other objects are truly existing. Now the next section, verse number 16 to 23, Lord's inconceivable qualities. So we are reading verse number 16. My dear Lord, in this incarnation, you have proved that you are the supreme controller of Maya. Although you are now within this universe, the whole universal creation is within you, within your transcendental body. The fact you demonstrated by exhibiting the universe within your abdomen before your mother Yashoda. This is of this incarnation. This is the history. Lord Brahma here describes inconceivable spiritual potency of Lord. We may find a part within the house, but we cannot hardly expect to find a house within the same part. By Lord's spiritual potency, however, he can appear within this universe and simultaneously exhibit all universes within his body. One may argue that since the universe seen by Mother Yashoda within the Krishna's abdomen were within the Lord's body, they are different from the illusory material universe manifested externally. Here Lord Brahma refuted this argument. However, Lord Krishna is Maya Dhaman, which means the supreme controller of illusion. By the Lord's own supreme mystic potency, he can bewilder even illusion itself, herself. And thus the Lord actually exhibited all the material universes within his body. This is Mayatam, Mayatvam, supreme bewildering potency of personality of Godhead. Chakravarti Pad writes, it seemed like the contradiction to say that Narayan, who lies on the wall of the universe, holds the universe within his abdomen. His lying in the wall of this universe is holding the whole universe in his abdomen. One may find a part within the house, but one cannot hardly find the house in the part. Same analogy. One may argue that the spiritual body of Narayan holds an illusory universe within it and is situated within the another real universe. But if that is so, then Brahma himself cannot be really situated in the Lord's abdomen. In order to establish the oneness of the universe within the Lord and that outside the Lord, Brahma speaks this verse. So outside universe is also true, the universe shown within the body of the Krishna is also true. The supreme controller of illusion, Maya Dhaman, in order to show that of the external universe also exists within your abdomen, you produced an illusion for Mother Yashoda. By the influence of your yoga Maya potency, you appeared within this universe and simultaneously exhibited all the universes within you. Your body, similarly, though I am within your abdomen, I arouse from your abdomen and am situated here. Thus, you are still my mother. Therefore, you forgive me. Your expansion was not in the water and was not the embodiment of universe. You are the example of this. In 3 verses, Brahma explains that Krishna is the supreme form using artifice. O Lord, destroyer of Maya, you cannot tolerate relationship with matter. You removed Maya from Agga and others. That is proper, since you are the supreme as the Swayam Bhagavan. Commenting on the verse Narayane Turyakshaye Bhagavat Shabdah Sabdite, Sridhar Swami 11:15-6. Sridhar Swami says that Turya, the Supreme Lord, means devoid of the upadhis of Virat. Hiranyagarbha and Karan means beyond 3 Purusha. You revealed your Maya by showing the externally manifest universe to your mother within your abdomen. That Maya was composed of water and other elements previously described. Or you showed the universe which was externally clear inside your abdomen, but then become unclear. Has this been manifested by bewilderment of my intelligence? Yashoda says. Or it is some natural power of my child Krishna. This we have discussed in the 8th chapter. It was unclear since the vision was both limited and unlimited by the Achintya Shakti. Therefore, that it was illusion created by Devata was rejected. Sukdev says, thinking of the invisible Lord who has no inside and outside, has nothing previous or after him, who existed in the past and will exist in the future, inside and outside of the universe, who is the universe, as her son, appearing with a human form, though he was beyond material senses, she tied him to the model like a normal child with rope. Using logic in this way, Yashoda decided that it was not possible that the universe was under his shelter. Just as the water is real, whole world is real. If that is so, does it not contradict authorized scripture and perception? Contradict. That is true. This world is illusory. That is explained in 2 verses. When you appear in the world as a subduer of Maya, Maya Damana, everything related to you is also beyond Maya. Because you control Maya, so how there can be any Maya in you? The worshipper of your avatar are also beyond Maya. Abe here means although. Though you appear as an avatar subduing Maya, certainly you manifest Maya. You are supreme controller of Maya. You manifested Maya. Being highly unsatisfied with his statement, he gives us this proof. Cha means even. You manifested even Krishna's Cha. The whole universe inside you. The meaning is this. Though Yashoda experienced world inside Krishna as real, on not seeing it, it seemed false like dream and magician's trick. Thus, though external world existed, she thought it also might be false. This Maya was conveyed by her, Jananya, to the Nand and others. The same occurred when Krishna yawned while drinking milk. So, because Brahma was omniscient and because the Lord gave him mercy, at that time he had both perception of Krishna inside and outside. You have manifested this Maya by showing yourself inside and outside to your mother. Verse 17. Just as this entire universe, including you, was exhibited within your abdomen, so it is now manifested here externally in the same exact form. How could such things happen unless arranged by your inconceivable energy? Srila Prabhupada comment on this verse as follows in Krishna book. Lord Brahma stressed herein that without accepting inconceivable energy of Lord, one cannot explain things as they are. Brahma said, since the external universe and that within the Lord's belly are exactly the same, the one within the belly must be one created by illusion of the Lord. Just as the universe within your belly become visible, the external universe also remained visible. When you showed the universal form to your mother, was the universe exhibited within your belly a reflection of the external universe? How can that be? The universe was there along with you. Can a reflection of mirror be seen in a mirror? No. As the universe visible within the belly contained you, so the external universe also contained you. Because there was not even a trace of difference between the two universes. The universe within your belly could not exist without the work of Maya. Taking your mother's realization and mine as proof, I conclude that I exist within you by your yoga Maya potency. Therefore, I pray that you will please forgive me for my offenses as mother forgives her child who kicks her while residing in the womb. That can be his manifestation of Maya. Okay, this is same thing almost. Verse number 18. Now Brahmaji is saying, forget Yashoda Maya. Now I am speaking of something right now what happened. You have not shown me today that both you yourself and everything within this creation are manifestation of your inconceivable potency. First you appeared alone, and then you manifested yourself as all Vrindavan's calves and covered boys, your friends. Next, you appeared as an equal number of four-handed Vishnu forms, who were worshipped by all living beings, including me. And after that, you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Finally, you have now returned to your unlimited form as a supreme absolute truth, one without second. Now, Brahma is speaking of his own vision. As stated in the Vedic literature, Sarvam Khalva Idam Brahm. Everything that exists is an expansion of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, everything is ultimately part and parcel of Lord's spiritual existence. By Lord Krishna's causeless mercy, Lord Brahma personally experienced that all existence being the potency of God is non-different from him. Chakravarti Pad writes, Brahma continued, the universe you displayed within your belly and the universe displayed outside that you showed to your mother and all the unlimited universes passing in and out of the pores of the your Mahavishnu form are produced by your material energy and are therefore designated as Maika. This I have already understood. But today I have realized existence of thousand upon thousand of spiritual universes formed through your inconceivable powerful Swarupa Shakti. There is not one object that existed independent of you in the thousand of universes that you have shown today. For everything is emanating from you. O Krishna, today you have shown me that both you, yourself, and everything within this creation are manifestation of your inconceivable potency. First you appeared alone and then your Swarup Shakti. By your Swarup Shakti, you expanded all the coward boys and calves of the Virj. Next, by Yoga Maya, you covered all the coward boys and calves and revealed countless four-handed Vishnu forms composed of your Swarup Shakti. All these Vishnu Murtis were being worshipped by all conscious entities, from a blade of grass to all the Brahmas. After that, you appeared as an equal number of complete universes. Then, by your desire, Yoga Maya covered all this and revealed the one form, Adhyan, of the pure, perfect Brahma with innumerable, incomparable beauty. For my benefit, you remain uncovered before my eyes through the potency of Yoga Maya. Let us forget Yashoda's realization. Let us speak of today. Jiva Goswami writes, Brahma says, the word Twat refers to the direct form of Lord represented by calves and boys, who become the four-handed form as described in the following statements. Krishna was engaged just as before in playing with the boys and calves also were his expansions. Then ho, while Lord Brahma looked on, all the calves and boys standing them immediately appeared to have a complexion of color bluish rain cloud and to be dressed as yellow silken garments. The form full of knowledge and bliss which were one form. The word Asya referred to living beings other than what was mentioned above. The forms are worshipped by the presiding deities of moving and non-moving beings, including Brahma, with many items such as singing and dancing according to their respective capacities and ingredients. The personification of the time and ability to transform impression, desire and karma, the gunas, names and form, whose powers were drafted by the Vishnu's power, worshipped these Vishnu forms. Sakam Maya means that Lord was worshipped by himself and also by the whole universe where he lived. Other than your form, the form of calves and boys, and the four-armed form of Vishnu, was not everything else I saw, whose glories were defeated by your powers, some creation of Maya? No. Yes, everything was defeated. Then he described what he saw. Krishna, the boy, and calves and the four-armed forms. Everything, both Maya and non-Maya, that I saw was your form alone, perfect Brahm. This surpasses mere Brahm. Brahm Advayam Sishyate means the Brahm famous in the scripture cannot be compared to the Brahm standing before me. This is explained in Na Sthanto Api Parasya Bodhaya Lingam Sarvatrahi. Lord, though situated in two different places, does not undergo change because he exists everywhere simultaneously. How great fortunate are Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd man, and all the other inhabitants of Braj Bhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune because absolute truth, source of transcendental bliss, eternal supreme Brahm has become their friend. So, verse number 19. Ajanantam tvada padavim anatmane atmana bhasi vitatyamayam srishtayaham jagato vidhan ivatam esho anta iva trinetraha. To person ignorant of your actual transcendental position, you appear as a part of the material world, manifesting yourself as expansion of your inconceivable energy. Thus, for creation of the universe, you appear as me, Brahma. For its maintenance, you appear as you yourself, Vishnu. And for its annihilation, you appear as Lord Trinetra, Shiva. Although the impersonal Mayavad philosophers think that demigods are illusory, but Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu are stated here to be expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are thus real. Indeed, they are the extraordinarily powerful controller of the universe. The ultimate truth is supreme and beautiful person, and thus throughout the creation of God, we will always find personal touch. Chakravartin writes, Brahma prayed, not understanding anything about your transcendental position. The impersonalists think you are simply material, Mahamaya. Persons who think themselves learned but are ignorant of the path of bhakti, Tvat Padvim, say that you, Atma, disperse yourself in material energy, Atmani, by your own will, Atmana. And though without form, you appear Bhasi, with a form in material world. For creation of the universe, you appear as Brahma, Aham. For its maintenance with Dhane, you appear as yourself, Vishnu, Tvam. And for destruction, you appear as Shiva, Trinetra. Though you are without form, you take a form to appear in material world as Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva. Thus the form of Narayan situated in Garbhodak ocean and all the avatar forms are all composed of Maya. Your expansion as a calves and boys and the four-handed form of Vishnu are all Maya. This is conception of the ignorant. They are Mayavad. This is not true. You, Krishna, you are the root of Guna avatar and Leela avatar. This is explained in two verses. The subject of the verb bhasi is tvam, which is understood though not stated. You yourself appear in this world by expanding Maya. For protection, you appear as Vishnu. The name of Vishnu is not mentioned separately like Namaste names of Brahma and Shiva, because Vishnu is not different from Krishna. Brahma himself says. Verse number 20. Sureshwaha rishishwa isha tathaeva nirashwapi triyakshev yadashu api ye janas ajanasya janma satam durmada nigrahaya prabho vidadhat sad anugrahaya cha. We'll finish by this verse. O Lord, the Supreme Creator, the Master, you have no material birth, yet to defeat the false pride of the faithless demons and show mercy to your saintly devotees, you take birth among demigods, sages, human beings, animals, and even the aquatics. I can ask question, how Lord appear as he? Among the demigod, he appeared as Vaman Dev. Among the sages, he appeared as a Parshuram. Among the human beings, as a Krishna and Ramachandra. Among animals, as a boar incarnation. And Krishna appeared among the aquatic as a Matsya avatar. Indeed, the plenary expansion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are innumerable. As the Lord relentlessly comes down within the universe to smash the false pride of atheists and show mercy to the saintly devotees. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. In another sense, the Lord never appears, since he exists eternally. His appearance is like that of a sun, which is always present in the sky, but which periodically appear out of our vision. Chakravarti writes, Brahma continued, you thus appear in various places in different avatar forms and also show your original form to prevent your devotees from being defeated by these mental speculators. You appear in different avatars forms for purpose of subduing the false pride of the non-devotees, asatam, and to show mercy to your faithful devotees, satam. So they can remember your blissful transcendental forms, qualities and pastimes. In Srimad Bhagavatam 2:10-35, the demigod prayed to Krishna within the womb of Devaki, O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between the matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your Lordship, who are controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form. The Lord is called Ajanasya because he does not take birth like material beings. Ajanasya means unborn. But he appears on his own by Swarup Shakti, only for protecting his devotee. He is not attracted to material activities. That is described in this verse. O Lord, the controller endowed with inconceivable energy, who appear as unlimited avatars. In his commentary on this, on the previous verse, Sridhar Swami says that the verse answers the objection, O Brahma, why do you call the pure conscious form I showed material Maya? Brahma answered by saying, your manifestation as Guna and Leela avatar are related to an independent Maya with special functions. This means that Lord reveals his form of Shuddha Sattva, different from matter, by his independent Maya. In those forms, the Lord is not overcome by material Maya. So that Maya is Yoga Maya. By complete unity with the pure consciousness, because of pure Shuddha Sattva, his form is everything. The Jeev becomes controlled by Maya, which is dependent on Lord, and obtain material form of Rajas and Tamas, and become overcome by that. Not understanding his spiritual nature because of the contamination of Rajas and Tamas, he accepts his material body as everything. That is the difference. Because the word Maya will be used for Swarup Shakti, it will be shown that his idea and mine are the same. So here we end today. Tomorrow we will continue from verse number 21. I think we have covered our section, right? We have reached to the almost, we were supposed to be by 21 verse today, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji. 21.
So almost tomorrow we will only one verse short. Anybody has any question or comment? We have two questions, I think, in question bank. Give the three reasons Brahma is asking for forgiveness. He is the servant, he is the son, you are the father, you are the mother. You forgive me, so find out the three, write those. Any other question or comment? I think our time is over because you have a next class by 5:30. It's okay? So meet you tomorrow?
Recording stopped.
Hare Krishna. So मारी माई कोने
कपड़ा
અહીં સહી અહીં રખો અરે દીકરી પાણી પીણું કડામાં ટેસ્ટ લગી હતા માँ દે કોણ દે કોણ તો કોઈ